Hello Collective, thanks for joining me. Thank you to those who have just found me, and thank you to those who have been continuing to support me. I've just got to say, at this stage I don't know if I'm even going to post this, but I know that I need to just start recording, because the energy that stepped forward, I'm already in a conversation with, and I've only pulled this energy forward maybe 3 times, but whenever I have connected to this energy, it's always, if I ask a question to get deeper insight, understanding, it leads into everything. So it's, I don't know what this is that it's going to be, but I thought I might as well let you join me on what's going to unfold. So just as I'm being guided to place the cards like this, you can see they're just all jumping out. Okay, so today's been weird energy. It's been consistent energy. I've been reading it all week for a while, but today it's been different, a mismatch of, it's like illusions or confusion or something, and I know that that's not my energy, because I'm aware of keeping tapped in to reading my energy, staying grounded. So it was something, I don't know, I couldn't place it, I'm going to be honest. So I've done a lot today throughout the day to make sure that any energy that I'm reading, I'm cancelling out anything that could be mine or transference. So this, what we're looking at now, is an explanation, an answer, or my understanding. You're going to join me with it on what that was all about. And one of the things is it feels like something's happened either to me without my awareness, or what I was picking up was picking up something happening, but because I will not move forward in fear, this was the message back from my guides: just go with it. So now I'm asking, what was that energy, or what's been going on, what's happening? It feels like it's something. So I'm recording it, and if you're seeing this, then it's a message for everyone. And if not, you're not going to know, because it would be too personal. All right, so, okay, at the bottom of the deck, we've got the 7 of Wands. So, pushing through, protected, which was the thing, just go with it, you're protected, and that was stipulated all throughout today. Synchronicities everywhere. It was like a constant reminder, anything, but you're protected, or you know you're. And for me, with the relationship I've got with my guides, that isn't a message that I need to remind myself of, or I've got to keep doing forms of protection, or they've got to keep reminding me. It's just we're not at that stage. It's, I know I'm protected, I know what's what with my spirit guides, but particularly today, it was almost like them dropping that in, or me keep seeing it, was like to take any worry away. So I already felt with the energy today that whatever I'm moving forward into or experiencing, I've just got to go with it, which was the message. And as soon as any worry or doubt or anything comes up, I just block it with, I know I'm protected, as I absolutely know I am. So removing the protected aside, then what you're seeing here is blocks, obstacles, and that's what this card means. It's moving forward, overcoming obstacles and challenges. You're almost there. They're not up in your face. You're nearly overcoming whatever it is. You're almost there, keeping going. You're in a stronger position because you're warding off, fighting or overcoming anything that's in your way. And that's that. So that's I can look at that and know. But this was at the bottom of the deck, so we're going to see just a sneaky peek. Yeah, something from the past. 6 of Cups. I'm not going to keep going because this is it. It's the energy that I'm here now with, that you are joining me with. If I start clicking through, then we're going off everywhere. And the point of just this recording is just, let's see what was that energy. So I've been told to place the cards like this, and so let's see. So 8 of Pentacles, something to do with work, working, and apply this same me working it out, understanding as a message for yourself. You place it where it needs to fit. It's a specific message, but if it resonates with you, then it's going to really bring you something, I would be assuming. The whole point of me recording it. Something to do with work, a work situation, something you're focused on, something you're paying attention to detail, something you're doing in this moment. This person is oblivious of anything else. They're getting on, they're doing their work, they've still either this much is completed and they're at the last bit of what they need to do, so finishing off, just like what like that saying. It's both of those images are showing almost where you need to be, or almost completed, almost finished, just a little bit further. I know that that's the interpretation of these cards for you, because I know what they're talking about with me. I am already finished, completed, but it's just the final wrapping up. So maybe 1 or 2 things more that my guides need me to see or needs to play out for a complete shift or completion. So something about work. So it could be linking to your finances. It could be linking to a lesson or something going on in the way you do something, your process, looking into how you do something. If you were to imagine that if you get like fairs that you can go to and you see old school skilled people or whatever, like say a carpenter or a blacksmith or something, then people can stand around and watch what they do and they're just oblivious, they're just getting on with it, and people are spectating. That is the energy that I'm getting from what I'm interpreting from this message. Someone's looking into some kind of work, but specifically how you do something, the process. So for me, with like my person, it would be straight to the judgment. Someone's judging, or because it was weird energy, and because with what I do is specialized. So if you're being judged by someone that doesn't know your industry, you're being judged to their opinion, or they're already set in a belief and then they're biased to making it fit, or for them to be watching you, judging you without it being a two-way contract. So to get this close or do whatever, for me it feels that it would have had to have come on false pretenses to come in and have a look, or it would be genuine, or it would be an agreement, yeah, just want to look at how you do something, or ask you some things about how you do. So that's not been what happened today, just a weird energy and how things have played out. But this is the basis of what we're looking at. So if somebody is analysing you, watching you, judging you, trying to piece together whatever, then they're coming with a preconceived something that they're wanting to know, which is the question, obviously. They've already got an opinion or whatever, that it needs to be this as a fail, or classed as whatever, or it needs to produce this results, or look like this, or sound or be like this for it to be a tick in their opinion. Okay, so this is the feeling that's coming forward. So for me and for the collective, anything of this kind of setup without your knowledge is a setup, and it could be the energy that I was picking up on, doesn't have to be. I'm just finding out now what is all of that. So this, I feel, is supposed to be my understanding. So working to get money and create financial stability, that's why paying attention to detail, you're crafting, you're whatever, you're doing something and you've been doing it a while, or you love what you do, or it's skilled what you do, whatever it may mean to you. It could even just be that having to get up every day, do the same thing, do the same thing, do the same thing, and be able to just continually do the same thing, whatever it may be. Other people may find that it's boring, or whatever you're applying it to, but just literally you keep showing up every day, every day, every day, every day for you, collective, then it's also a skill within itself, because you get so many people that just can't fucking be asked with anything these days. So something about work, or how work's done, or how you earn money is being questioned or is being looked into. Two of Pentacles, juggling. So for me, yeah, juggling. So twisting things, changing things, moving money, or getting into the flow. If we're looking at the work that I do, this particular industry, as other tarot readers may be able to confirm, it's when you get those that aren't genuine, they will switch and change and adjust things. But if you're authentic, if you're real, if you really do believe in the karmic justice of disrespecting, using the spirit realm or the energies to pull forward information, to twist it in order for you to benefit in that way, just to earn money or do whatever, it's going to backfire. Anyone that respects what they do in this industry knows you do not fuck about with that. You may get a couple of wins if you're trying to fucking scam it or whatever, but it's going to blow up. So to put yourself on the line like this, which I'm happy to do, And you're not going to have people telling you they're testing you. They need to know. But there's something about today. So we've got something being twisted, and maybe let's just say that someone's looking in to see, have they heard one thing, and they're looking for their own analysis, and they're able to switch that perspective or whatever. So balancing act, exactly that. It's turning something around, it's balancing, it's whatever, it's being in the flow, changing something, change of opinion or whatever. Okay, so this is going to be whatever's coming forward from the spirit guides. We've got here, they're saying that you're worrying about this, whereas for them, they know there's no need to worry, because if you are operating in integrity and you're true in what you do, then there's no need for worry, because worry comes from fear-based, fear of whatever it may be, fear of not having enough. So working every minute of every day is a lack of faith and belief that you're going to be in this energy and spirit's not going to provide for you. But how can you do work like this and not believe that the universe is going to bring forward everything that it needs, that you can be placed within any situation, under any test, under any scrutiny, as long as you're operating from your heart center and integrity, that you do not ever need to be in this frame of mind. This frame of mind is what's projected onto you, or a disillusioned self-belief on some level. This is an illusion. This is a manufactured, man-made thing. That's worry, it's stress, it's a lack of faith. You can't be connecting to the spirit realm, and so if you've got a lack of faith, because what are you drawing on? That is ego-based. It's a belief that it's all on your shoulders to get something right, to do something or whatever, when really you already know that you're doing the work that you do, whatever it may be, collective, or whatever means the most to you. Place that as your example. But what the spirit guides are saying is you're already dedicated to your whatever you're focused on, your craft or your love of something. And yes, everyone's got to earn a living, and you're looking for stability, family, or whatever it's got to be, or to have something, to education more, or whatever you need that 10 of Pentacles to be. It is so. That's why you started that. But you wouldn't have started that if you hadn't had, on a soul level, or verification, proof, identification of the spirit world working with you, letting you know that if you do that, you're going to get that. So doing that shouldn't be that. But this is a projection onto you, because there's so much being said that if you are working in this industry, then there's some kind of fuckery going on with the finances and taking advantage of people that are actually in this state. All I can say is I can't talk for others, but I know I do not play around with that type of shit. It's not even about, oh, afraid of voodoo or whatever. I couldn't give a fuck about any of it. I'm on about the relationship I've got with my guides. all I need to know. My guides, my higher self, the universe, God, whatever it may be, it is all a blend. It's anything I need to know, I need to draw on, everything that I need to see, be, do, hear, feel, it comes forward. I don't need to question at this stage, it's there or da-da-da, because I know I've had enough proof. I've passed the test, I've given the test, I still test them. It's a confusion, it's an opposite, and that's what the messages have been telling us for ages now, that everything's about the opposite. They're just saying about this, it's the turning something around, the changing something, whether it's changing the mindset, or whether it's receiving your thoughts, feelings as your own, and being able to maneuver, reject, send back, even whatever that energy was today, something wasn't right. So it's changing it around, and that's what they're saying. And they're showing me now as well that we keep getting the analogy of on an escalator, but everything seems like it's on a downward slope outside and around, whereas you're still on that escalator going up. So it's everything's the opposite. Death, ending, or transformation. You can go into a spiral of worry and not have faith. This is disconnect. Not have faith, and then you spiral down, and it's a self-fulfilling prophecy that something wasn't worth the effort, it was never going to get to whatever, or it's whatever. When you're in that mindset, you cannot manifest from that mindset. You can hold and manifest frequency in that mindset, but you can't create it from that mindset. So you can even turn it to an ending, and so yeah, it's that change, stop, whatever. Or this is a projection that people are saying, oh, what's the point of working that hard and carrying on to get to 10 of Pentacles, it's going to be forever and a day, don't bother. But you can turn it around, because that death is a rebirth, something almost ending, but a spark, a change of perspective reignites the passion within, and then it blossoms, and then you're on the up again. It's always that flow. We've got here the death, the transformation. There is never an ending of anything. Even if you feel you're at the bottom, at the end, or something's done or whatever, you will hit that break point, that in there somewhere you're going to get another seed, another thought, because your energy, you can't just sit still and it be nothing and that's it, stopped. Yes, this is for those that believe and that the soul lives on, and those that do even believe there is a soul. I'm not talking to those that feel that when you pass over it's nothing, it's blank, it's empty, and that's it, done. I don't know how to tap into that way of thinking to be able to give that perspective. I'm going to be honest, I can't. There's too many other things that come forward that I've seen, I know, and I want to believe the soul lives on. I have the proof, my understanding. It is transformation. There is never a stop. That's why when we see the Knight of Pentacles, it's slowly, it doesn't matter who's fucking count, what time have you got, where are you actually going, what are you doing, you're not going anywhere. because you need to be absorbing the process or the journey or what you're actually doing, getting there in awareness. It takes long because it's a download of everything that you're processing as you're going along. It's moving forward in a daydream, but it's also being particular, paying attention to detail. It's very precise, and that's what being present is. This is just the physical version of it. So the projection from others that you're not getting there or it's too big a mountain to climb is a load of rubbish. That's on their time scale. When you're tapped into the source, you will have no concept of time. There is no rush. You need to be going slow, because that's the way that you recognize chaos coming within your energy field. And that's what I'm saying's happened today. I know exactly the energy that I've got, what I'm tapping in, my frame of mind, my state, my manifest, everything that's coming forward. I can see and I know. But today, this big bundle of energy, it just was misplaced. You're not going to catch that static ball if you are also living in chaos and you're not present and you're not able to feel your way forward. We've got the Magician. The Magician is bringing together both sides. That's the one card in this, and I suppose the top card, that the logical, the spiritual can both agree on. It's that happy medium. It is that duality. It is that oneness. It's what do you want to say for your side? What do you want to say for your side? It all blends together. Whatever perspective you're coming from, you still draw back to the Magician. You know what you're doing. Otherwise, you wouldn't have started in the first place. It doesn't matter, remove the time concept, because you've got all of the tools that you need. It's just this paying attention to detail, which is experience. So 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, whatever way you want it to accumulate to be, so you can understand that that translates to this. And especially for those that are in this industry, that we're using it as an example, tarot readers and everything metaphysical, this is what it stands for. This gets a bad press, yes, when it's put forward with the devil energy. There's too much that's placing power within voodoo, spell work and whatever. You've got people that are doing it, trying it and whatever, but like the reading began, it's at the end of the day, you've got to block all of that out. If you have a relationship with your spirit guides, your ancestors, your higher self, any kind of way that you can tap in to this, which is tapping into your inner power. It doesn't matter where you're receiving it. They are just triggers to help you to remember you've been here before, you've done that. Look, they're just showing me, look, both arms are up in the air in the same position. Just one's more on the defensive and one is calm and centered. Even with this Six of Cups from behind, it's showing you're pulling forward knowledge from long time. How many cups, keep counting, or whatever it is that you want to place it to. There's something about past lives coming forward, blending into the now. There was a reading that was said the other day, and it was saying about that until you're really where you're supposed to be, then this past lives is going to catch a lot of people out and trip people up. That is the side of the darker side, the shadow side, the side that is ready to get you to quit or get you to feel, I've been fighting against these obstacles and I'm just never going to make it. When your spirit team are telling you, if you knew how close that you were from what we can see and what we know that you hold within, then not being able to do anything or get over anything, it just wouldn't be a thing. That is a fear-based, it's an illusion. I can't do whatever is an illusion. You can do whatever you want. It was a cliche for, oh, believe it, achieve it. But if you already feel that you're going to fail, it's not going to work, then you're not giving yourself any chance, any hope. Others project onto you because they feel, oh, look at what you're trying to achieve or what you're trying to do. It's never going to happen in that amount of time or whatever. They're placing restrictions, beliefs, opinions and whatever on you. In particular, there's something about your work. So maybe there is something different and maybe people are curious. But here's the thing. The reason your spirit guides are telling you that just go with it, even if you're feeling a real weird energy that you can't place your finger on it, and you're still getting an intuitive sense that even if I'm walking into a trap, or even if I'm walking into whatever, so here's the difference is, when it's coming from your spirit guides and they want you to just keep walking forward, you're not going to get anxiety, scared, nervous, paranoid, whatever with it. You're going to be aware of the energy, but you will keep going forward. You'll carry on doing what you need to do and just being your authentic self, and so, like any other day. When it's coming from this, for those that know they're fucking around, they're trying to deceive, there's an ulterior motive or whatever, then you'll know the energy is very quick, it's very whatever, or it's not, there's nothing solid, consistent or stable about it. That's a generalized statement to move forward. You apply it to what it is. You're either getting what I'm saying or you've clicked out already. What I'm saying is that there's a difference energetically to not being able to put your finger on something and still walking forward, even though you may be fearing what's to come. You're walking into the unknown, and compared to you've had loads of red flags or loads of this, loads of that, and you're still overriding anything that the universe, your higher self, your spirit guides are screaming out to tell you. The bit that I'm describing, if you weren't supposed to walk into the fire, let's say, or the trap or the unknown, whatever it is, if you weren't meant to, you would have a screaming gut feeling. And if you didn't get it at this stage, then that's when you know you walk through. If somebody is going to deceive you, there's two things to bear in mind. One, it's been pre-planned and they've checked every avenue of covering all bases, preempting your reaction, doing this, the likelihood they're maneuvering you, manipulation, which is manipulation into a position because they need to have you somewhere for whatever they're wanting to play out. You're not going to be able to really go up against that unless you've got loads of flags, but sometimes there's a higher purpose and a reason that you still need to walk through it. This is the bit a lot of people miss. They don't understand. Take this as it resonates. I'm not saying believe me. I'm not using it as fucking buck passing or doing whatever. I'm just sharing with you the teaching, the messages, the understanding I'm giving, and that's why we're doing this here and now. What I'm saying is, if someone's trying to deceive you, it is pre-planned to cover all areas. A comeback answer when you question something or so. They need you to be docile to walk through. The other side of it is that there is a bigger, higher purpose reason that you're not going to be able to get the whole download or understand or know it doesn't serve your purpose at that time. All your guides are saying is go with it. Just go with it. You haven't had the big fucking alarms sounding and stopping you from fucking going forward. You haven't had that, so keep walking into it. That is the scary part, walking into what you don't know. That is trust and faith. That is what will be, will be. If you're doing the best that you can and you are operating from a space of integrity, what fuck more can you do? You can't do more than that because you're not wired thinking that other way. You're focused on what you do. The message coming forward today is, as we move forward towards the end of the year, there's something significant of it. It's going to be so much more intense. Everyone is fueled by exposing everything. That's fine. Hold fucking firm in your truth and know that you're being told you are protected and you do not need to feed into it. You do not need to worry. Your spirit guides, your ancestors, your passed over loved ones, the universe, God, the Most High, every energy, all that is, will be, and you will be okay. You're doing what you're meant to do. So that static energy, that weird bit, it's about, I suppose for me, what I'm taking from it is that it's, you don't need to freak out when you feel those balls of energy coming towards you, around you. It doesn't mean to say you're under attack, you're not being protected or anything like that. It's just you are hypersensitive to a shift in frequencies or something coming into your auric field. It doesn't mean it's going to affect you or do anything, change anything or whatever. You are just very aware of it. Just keep doing what you're doing. Okay, so I just want to take a couple of these. Thank you for following me to this bit and yeah, just sitting with me as it unfolded. I wasn't sure what it would be, but I just wanted to share with you something that came forward for me. We've got transformation, exactly that. It's a changing, it's a thinking that something's the end, or is it just a transformation? Something's closing out and something new is beginning. We're seeing new beginnings, everything. Change, no one likes it really, but yet we're calling it in every day. We want something different, or we want something to change, or we get stuck in that comfort zone. And respectfully, our spirit guides know, no, that's not where you signed up to be. you're supposed to keep it moving. And so some kind of tower moment will wake us up, shake us and move us on, or there is some kind of energetic realization. It's different for wherever you are or whatever it may be. And it's not always just like a one-time thing. It's a continuation because there is no end. We've got here, this is your side collective, this is your spirit guides message, and this is your equal. We've got here, love begins. Love begins with yourself, and nothing can build off of that until you start with that starting point that's coming from a healed place. Love begins with the gratitude of your spirit guides, how they work with you, the dedication they pour into you, everything that they show you, the knowledge, the wisdom, the love, unconditional love that they pour in, you give back. And then it encompasses everything you see, do, feel, touch, be. It's constant. Why would you want to get out of that state? And it's not that it's restricted conformity, it's free. You're allowed to be you. You've just got to be the authentic you. Balance. As it's moving round, it is balance. Everything in moderation. Balance. The Two of Pentacles. Change something, change your mindset, change your way, change your understanding, change your pace. Change your energy up from comfortable to going through the unknown. You're protected. Movement, choices and decisions. They go together. Change, mixing something up, choosing, deciding is your movement, your choices, and then picking something. Pick something that is in alignment to you. You can't pick wrong because you're already predetermined the most probable thing that's in alignment for you. You've already been aligning yourself to it anyway. You're not going to be bouncing to something completely drastic. That's why this way of thinking is the illusion. You just can't be that off course. You're already escalating to where you need to be, overcoming obstacles one by one. There's already a pathway that's set. Yeah, you can choose which ones to bob and weave into, or which ones to hammer down next, or which ones to just leave and step over. That bit's your choice. But they're telling you there's nothing stopping you because you've got all of the tools that you need. The waiting game. There is no time. Time is the illusion. Take all the time that you need. If there is a time, take all the time that you need. You're going to where you need to go. They need you to be present, which is slow anyway, so it works in your favor to just remove time. But what's not in the mix is procrastination, is sitting there in the comfort zone. There's a time limit for that. Time to change it up. Do something different. Challenge yourself. That's what it's all about. You're here as an experience. You've mastered the position you're in right now. It's time to bring that to a close and start the new cycle. It can be an end in a walking away and walking towards something new, but it's how you close something out. You close something out when you're at peace with it, when you know that it served a purpose at the time that you were there. Now you've outgrown it, or you're changing, you're calling in change, you're expanding, your spiritual growth is escalating to a different level. You need new experiences in order for that spiritual growth to happen. You're calling in change, you're trying to manifest, you're expecting results from the work you're putting in, but yet you're stood in the same place. It can't blend, it can't blend, it's got to flow. Okay. Yes, little insight to kind of the depth of what I go through. That's why I was scared to keep lifting up that, because I knew I was going to be bombarded with a depth of meaning every single card we looked at. Just go for it is the phrase of the day, and I really, really hope that this has given you something that's resonating with you. And if not, thanks for watching. I still appreciate you joining me. All right, we've got 4 of Michael. Insights that come from quiet meditation. The need for more sleep and time off. Seek relief from stress. Seek relief from stress. End the stress. They're on a roll. Number 13, peace. Release the past. There is a more enriching future to come. Let go and let God. Knight of Michael. Strong, committed, intelligent, diligent. Time to move quickly. Choose logic over emotion. Sudden changes. You're being pushed through a porthole that there's a fear of what's to come, what you're about to encounter. Is it good? Is it bad? Because you've got that real surge, rush of energy. What you're being called to do in that moment is trust the process. You've already been trusting it and doing it this far. So this bit could be potentially for some of you the actual block that lifetimes ago is where you've fallen, you've stopped. There's been some kind of fear-based programming to stop you taking a leap of faith into the future or moving forward. That magician is letting you know you've done this, been here, you know this bit. There's still a lot more to go, but this bit coming up now is the make or break of many. When they're saying not everyone ascends, because this is a hurdle before the next process of stay in your authentic self, or take a little bit more time to just feel comfortable in your own skin. If you're at this point There is no stopping. Okay, so there you go. I hope that resonated for you. Please like and subscribe, or let me know in the comments your thoughts. Be kind. Yeah, I will see you again soon. Bye bye.